Hey folks, it's Robin Robbins here from technologymarketingtoolkit.com. I am here with George Tubin, who is the Director of Product Marketing for Cynet, and we are going to talk about the secret that MSPs and MSSPs can use to not only cut their operational costs for their security stack down to a third, but also increase their margins while simultaneously giving their clients a better security protection service. So George, thank you. And I appreciate you taking some time here. Before we get into the meat of this, really quickly, can you tell everyone who you are and what you guys do?
Yeah, my name is George Tubin. As you said, I'm the Director of Product Marketing here at Cynet. And to give you just the brief overview of Cynet is what we do is enable really any organization to put cybersecurity on autopilot. We streamline and automate the entire security operations while providing enhanced level of visibility and protection. And we do this for any security team, regardless of their size or skill set.
All right, perfect. All right. And I know a lot of our members use you guys and love you guys. So this is really good. So we were talking quite a bit before we got on live here on the camera, and we were really talking about the secret. And I mean, we're saying that in quotes. Obviously, if it was a real secret, we wouldn't talk about it. But the secret to how an MSP or an MSSP can significantly reduce the cost and the complexity of deploying a security stack solution for their clients and cut those costs, so that, of course, increases their margins. I have down here by 70% or even higher at sometimes, and then also giving their clients better protection. Can you unpack that a little bit for me?
Yeah, I'd love to. It's funny. We always used to say that such and such is not as complicated as brain surgery, or such and such. It's not as complicated as rocket science. Well, I mean, I really think that cybersecurity is the new rocket science. And any of you folks on the line that are from an MSSP, you know how incredibly complicated and difficult and painful it is to run your cybersecurity stack. Figuring out all the technical and non-technical requirements to protect your client organizations from cyber threats, and it's become nearly impossible. We continuously hear of issues and breaches and ransomware on the rise, no matter what we do. And especially when you look at the technology side, finding and deploying all the different tools and technologies that you need, and connecting them and correlating them and understanding them in real time, and having the required technical knowledge to be able to figure this all out it's just become absurdly complex and absurdly painful for MSSPs. And frankly, not all MSPs are really in a position where they could say that they're really adequately protecting their client base, because this is just a little bit overwhelming. So, essentially what we're doing is trying to simplify that and trying to, pack a lot of those features into a single automated platform to get around a lot of these complexities and pain.
Right. And I think that's like a big question that we get a lot, because our members, they're constantly, our MSPs that are our members, our community, they're constantly being hammered with, here's a new tool and here's a new thing and a new software, and simultaneously they're getting all these different new threats that are coming up. So they're really kind of stuck. So talk a little bit more about, why is that? I mean, because I made notes from the pre-session, but one of the points you made is that with all these different tools, they're not native to each other, and you have to configure them within your PSA tool. And so you create these silos of software and tools that really don't work together, which creates complexity, which creates, of course, complexity equals cost, because somebody's got to manage that. And then there's a greater chance that actually a ransomware or a virus or a hacker could get in. So explain that a little bit more.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you think about, what an MSSP or what a large company needs to really protect themselves against cyber threats, it becomes incredibly complicated. If you think about the different layers that you need to put in place, we all talk about layered security. So, first you need this detection and prevention layer. And you may go out and you may buy a next generation AV solution. You may buy an EDR solution to protect endpoints. You're going to need some type of network analysis solution to look at traffic on the network. You may need some kind of user behavior analysis tool to see if anybody's been compromised within the organization. Some companies use deception technology. You may have some kind of email filtering. You may have a CASB tool. I mean, the list goes on and on and
Unbelievable.
on.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
It's crazy.
so now you have to get all these, and a lot of them from different vendors, and you have to kind of integrate all these signals together and make sense of all this information that's coming at you. Normalize all the signals and figure out what to do. And a lot of companies will go out and buy like a SIM type of tool to bring this all together and kind of prioritize the alerts and make sense of everything. And then once you have that in place, a lot of companies, well, now you have to go and do something about it. So, we have an alert, we have a threat, and now we have to investigate it. We have to figure out, what the root cause of this threat is. What's the extent of this threat across the enterprise? And if it's something like ransomware, like you said, we have to act very quickly. I mean, if we think there's ransomware, there's a whole bunch of things that have to happen right away before systems get locked down and this thing spreads across the organization.
Right.
So, you need these, SOAR-like tools now to be able to automate the response to this. And then you need the deep expertise to be able to deploy and manage and update and work around these solutions. And it just means just tremendous cost, tremendous complexity, and tremendous chance of things getting overlooked.
Right. Easy. Right. And so Cynet, you guys fix this, right?
Exactly. And that's kind of the reason why Cynet came to be is, we realized the overall complexity, of cybersecurity, and we built kind of this unified platform to bring all of these technologies natively together and kind of automate everything, for our clients. So, Cynet, is essentially an XDR solution. A lot of people are hearing more and more about XDR. But we're consolidating a number of detection and prevention technologies on the platform natively, like next generation AV and EDR and NDR and user behavior and deception and so forth. So all the signals are native and unified, and we understand everything in context. And then there's a lot of automated response capabilities to automatically investigate threats, understand what the root cause is, understand where components of the threat exist within the organization, and then automatically remediate everything in real time.
Because ransomware acts fast. I mean, you can't wait like an hour, 2 hours. I mean, it's got to be instantaneous, is my understanding.
Absolutely. And we have clients that are small organizations. They have, 4 or 5 people, and, at 3 a.m, something happens and they're sleeping. And, by the time they get into, to the office or turn their PC on, it's too late. So, you need to be on top of this stuff very, very quickly. And then the other thing that Cynet does is we wrap all this with a free or an included MDR service. So, all of our clients, our MSSP partners, get this full MDR service where we're monitoring client environments and making sure that nothing gets overlooked and helping, with any questions that the MSSP or the client may have, in helping with remediation and making sure that everything is taken care of. Because,
Right.
A lot of times the MSSPs don't have this expertise in-house, and quite surely their client organizations don't have this expertise either.
Yeah, no, it's agreed. It's a very complex thing. So if someone's watching this and they're interested and they want to say, all right, let's see if you actually can cut my operational costs and the complexity of everything, where would they go to get more information?
Just reach out to us at Cynet. Give us 30 minutes. We could do a demo, and I guarantee we could show you how we can increase your margins by 70%, allow you to eliminate some of the technologies and vendors you currently have in place. And if at the end of the call you feel we wasted your time, we'll give you a $100 Amazon gift card, for your time.
Mm-hmm. The Godfather offer. I love it. Let's make them an offer we can't refuse, right? No, it's great. So yeah, guys. So if you guys are interested and you want to get more in this, then take a demo with these guys. You owe it to yourself. I mean, 30 minutes is not a lot of time to investigate a tool that if it can truly, I mean, because you were sharing with me actual client case studies, where they were cutting their operational cost to a third, and then their margins were going up by 70% without having to go back and charge clients more, because nobody wants to go back to a client and say, hey, I know, we said this was good, but now you got to pay us more money. So to increase your margins, cut your operational costs, reduce the complexity even of what you're doing, and give your clients a better service. I mean, I really do think that's worth 30 minutes just to even check out and see, hold you guys to the task. And if you can't, if they can't do that, guys, they owe you $100 in an Amazon gift card there. So very cool. All right. Well, George, this has been great. Again, one more time, where should people go to get information?
Go to, Cynet.com. You'll see more information, links all over the place. Just give it a click and somebody will be in touch with you quickly.
Okay, so check that out. We'll put the link below the video here, around the video. And guys, I would really recommend you check them out. Thanks so much, George. I appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.